Hey, what's up? It's Deanna, and today I just wanted to show you a really cool antique toy. Now, I collect antique and vintage toys, but I prefer antique dolls and antique teddy bears. Now, this particular one is German. It was made in the 1890s. It's an antique German Bisque head doll, and this was made by a company by the name of Heinrich Handwerck. And Heinrich Handwerck made really high quality dolls. Actually, they didn't make the doll heads themselves. They had other companies make the doll heads for them. Some companies, including Simon and Halbig, who was a well-known doll maker. Now, this particular one has a mold number, and it's model number 99, and it's in miniature. So generally, you'll see these dolls in much larger sizes, but this particular one is a miniature. As you can see how small it is next to my hand. And she has a bisque swivel head, and she's on a jointed composition body. As you can see, her arms move and swivel. Now, her legs are really cool. They're also composition and jointed, and they're painted. Let me try to get my lamp down here to show you how it was constructed and painted. Now, she has little painted socks and little painted shoes. And that's really cool. Now, a lot of these bisque head dolls that are on jointed composition bodies, and especially the larger ones, do not have the little painted socks and shoes. They actually wore little doll shoes and socks. But this particular miniature one had the little painted shoes and socks. This one has actually sleep eyes, so the eyes will open and shut when you lay her back. I don't know if it's going to work right now. There we go, just to show you. She has an open mouth with teeth. She has hand-painted eyelashes, and she has little one-stroke eyebrows. Now, what's really cool is that her glass eyes are so tiny and so little, but yet they're so delicate, but yet they were able to squeeze them and fit them into this tiny little doll's head. Now, what they would do was cut an opening on the top of the head, and they would insert the little glass sleep eyes with a little leaded weight on them. And the little leaded weight actually worked as a mechanism. So when you lean the doll back, the eyes would actually move, and then the doll's eyes would go into a sleep position. When she was placed straight back up again, the eyes would actually open, just like you see here. Now, what's really amazing about this doll is she has her original little outfit. And this is what's known as a regional outfit. This has something to do with an ethnic costume. I don't know what country it portrays, but back in the late 1800s, a lot of dolls were made wearing these little regional outfits. And what they were made for is either a souvenir, so somebody would actually visit a part of Europe, and the doll would be dressed in the regional costume of that place in Europe, or they were teaching dolls. And so a teacher, for example, would get a bunch of these little dolls dressed in these little regional costumes to show the children in the class what people looked like from all around the world. So this is quite interesting to see an original outfit like this. A lot of times with these antique dolls, their clothes go missing over the years, and you don't see what their clothing looked like when they were first made. Now, she has a little beaded necklace around her neck, and the beadwork on this is exquisite. These are probably Bohemian glass or some kind of metallic beads. You can see it has metallic thread. Underneath her dress, she has all the original undergarments and slips and little pantaloons. I don't know if you could see that, but that's really quite amazing to see that this doll in miniature was made so well and so detailed. Now, you don't generally see a lot of Heinrich handwork miniature dolls. Most of the dolls are possibly in the, I'd say, not possibly, but most of the dolls are probably in the 15-inch range all the way up to the 32 to 34-inch range. You generally don't see too many miniature Heinrich Handwerk dolls, especially I've never seen. Now, I have Heinrich Handwerk 99 mold dolls or model dolls in my collection, and all of them are over 15 inches or taller. I've never seen a miniature Heinrich Handwerk. Now, you'll see that a lot with Kessner dolls, these little miniature versions. You'll see a lot of Armand Marseille miniature version dolls. You'll see a lot of Gerbruder Kunlen's miniature little dolls. or Hewback little miniature dolls, but you generally never see Heinrich Handwerck miniature dolls. So this one I'd say is pretty rare, especially the fact that she has this original costume on. Let me turn her around and show you the back of the costume. So again, so much detail went into the making of this doll. Now these dolls were very inexpensive when they were made. They were sold at a they were basically sold in like little candy stores. These little miniature dolls were considered sometimes little dollhouse dolls, and they were penny dolls. So they were affordable to children who had pocket money. So if they had pocket change, they could go into a little candy store or a little stationery store or a little novelty store, and they could actually afford to buy one of these dolls. So these were more for your middle class or poorer type of family. It was made so everybody could afford a doll at the time. Now, these were also known as pocket dolls. So a little girl could take this little doll everywhere she went, and she could take it to school, she could take it to grandma's house, she could take it everywhere with her. So I thought you'd be interested in seeing this beautiful old doll that's all original with her original human hair wig. That's human hair, by the way. Yep. I know it looks sort of tangly and mangly, but that's amazing in itself that she has her original wig. And it is a little creepy to see human hair. Ladies used to sell their hair back then because it was a commodity for dolls and toys. And even, believe it or not, jewelry. They made jewelry out of hair. So once again, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. And have a great day or a great evening wherever you are in the world.